Hi, so today I'm going to be taking a look at a set of Hope Union pedals. This is part of Hope's new range of clipless pedals. They do three different pedals in this range. So they do the RC pedal, the TC pedal and the GC pedal, and they stand for race, trail and gravity. And obviously the size of the pedal increases, or the platform increases, as you go up the range, depending on how much stability you want on the pedal. I'm going to be taking a look at the TC version of this pedal. So it just comes in this Hope box, has some information on the back. The pedals are available in all of Hope's standard 6 colours. Just open this up and see what's in it. So you've got the two pedals themselves. Just move them to the side. You've got two types of cleat. You've got your pins and washers, plenty of them. Some information and a little bit of arts and craft where you have to for the cleat gauge. So let's just have a look at the pedal in detail. It's a really nice finish to this. They feel quality when you actually pick them up. I'm a big fan of the CNC work that Hope does. You can see where the machine has milled away the material. It just gives it a really nice look to it. This pedal uses a chromoly axle, so it's basically steel, and they also do a titanium upgrade. The RC version of this pedal comes with the titanium as standard. The good thing about these pedals is they're easily serviceable, and they use the same internals as their F20 flat pedal. So it's 3 bearings, a bushing, and then 2 seals, and they're easy to get hold of, and it's really easy to service them. This pedal uses 8 pins, or you can have the option to run 8 pins. It's 4 pins per side. And it uses an 8mm Allen to tighten it. It doesn't have a pedal spanner on it, or a fitment for a pedal spanner. It has the side actually stamped into it, so you don't have to get confused and cross-thread your pedals. So you've got the right hand, left hand. It uses a 3mm Allen key for adjusting the tension on the cleats, and then it uses a 2mm Allen key for screwing in the pins. This uses Hope's custom cleat, which upset quite a few people when it was first announced. So here's the cleats that come with it. These are marked 4 and 5, and the difference between these is the 4 has a 4-degree float and a 12-degree release angle, and the 5 has a 5-degree float and a 13-degree release angle. So depending on what your preference is. And then here's the bolts that come with it. As you can see, it uses a T25 as opposed to a 4mm, which most cleats use, cleat bolts use. The problem with these is once you've ridden them for a while, they get filled with mud and stones, and they tend to round off pretty easily. So hopefully the T25 should hold up slightly better. Let's take these cleats and have a look. So we've got a Hope cleat. Here's a nuke proof, which is basically an SPD cleat. We've got a Crank Brothers cleat. This is just their standard one, not their easy release. And then this is a Time cleat. It's a little bit worn, this one. But just to give you an idea on them, as you can see, the Hope is quite a bit bigger. Looks most similar to an SPD, just slightly more material on the sides. And for comparison with size, so you've got the Hope pedal. Here's a Time Special 8 pedal, a Mallet E pedal, and a nuke-proof Horizon CL pedal. You see, let's compare them side by side. As you can see, it's a bit thinner than the Crank Brothers, a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit longer top to bottom there. Slightly wider in terms of the Q factor, so it's a 55mm Q factor. And slightly wider than the Time as well. little bit bigger cage. And then next to the CL, I didn't have the CS on hand, so I just had to use the CL just to give you an idea. Let's take a quick check of the weight of these. So here's the pedals. Here's the cleats with the bolts. And obviously the amount of pins you use is going to vary, but I'll just use all of them just so you can get an idea. Just a quick look at the instructions that come with it. As I say, this is the Cleat shimming guide, so you get 4 different shims. Well, it's actually 2, but depending on how thick you want them. So what you basically do is cut this out, and then you place this into your shoe and work out the height that you need. It's all explained in the manual that comes with it. Just need to decide whether you need to run a shim or not, depending on your particular shoe. And then here's the instructions on fitting the pins. So it's just a washer and then the pin, and then just work out how you want the contact area to be. Here's a look what the cleat looks like when it's installed onto a shoe. I've got it on a set of Crank Brothers mallet shoes here. I have used the 1mm shim on this. And then here's a look at the footprint of the pedal on the shoe. Obviously it's not clipped in, so it will be slightly lower profile, but just to give you an idea. Here's a look at how the pedal is when you clip into it. That was a look at the Hope Union TC pedals. I've only been riding these pedals for a short amount of time, but so far I've been really impressed with them. They've got a really nice secure feeling to them, and it feels like your foot's actually on the pedal, whereas some clipless pedals can feel a bit like you're floating on top of them. I'm going to have to run them for a bit longer to find out about the durability and mud clearance on them, but if you've got any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the box below, and thanks for watching.